Hi, and welcome back to your fertility counselor. If you are new here, I'm so glad you found your way. And if you've been listening for a while, thank you. Thank you for walking this path with me. Last week, we spoke about Chinese New Year, about preparation, intention, clearing space, not just physically, but emotionally, about what it means to enter a new year consciously. And we are still in that energy, still in that threshold. And today I want to offer you something softer. Because if I'm honest, I'm recording this not from a place of high energy or celebration, but from a quieter, more reflective space, a little tender, even a little heavy-hearted. And maybe that's exactly the right place to begin a new chapter.
Hello and a warm welcome to my podcast show, Your Fertility Counselor. I'm your host, Tanya Fessler, and together we will dive into all things fertility, offering support, expert insights, and practical evidence-based advice for anyone navigating their fertility journey. So grab a cup of tea and make yourself comfortable. Let's get started.
So 2026 is the year of the fire horse. In Chinese symbolism, the horse represents movement, freedom, determination, forward momentum. And fire adds intensity, passion, courage, and transformation. But here is something that we often forget. Fire doesn't just ignite. It also refines, and it burns away what no longer serves. And that can feel uncomfortable. Sometimes the start of a new chapter doesn't feel exciting. Sometimes it feels like grief, or uncertainty, or fatigue. Especially if you're on a fertility journey. Because a new year can stir up hope, and hope can feel dangerous when you've been disappointed before. So today I want to invite you into something deeply personal. Not a resolution. It's not about performance. Not a this is the year it must happen, but more of a letter. A letter from you to you. You can do this after the episode, or pause and write along. Let's gently structure it together. So begin with compassion. Start your letter like this, Dear me. And then ask yourself, what have I survived in the past year? What have I carried that no one else truly saw? Where have I shown strength, even when I felt weak? If you've had failed cycles, losses, endless waiting, if you've watched others move forward while you stand still, acknowledge that. Not dramatically, but honestly. Fire doesn't deny what has been burned. It honors it. Step number 2. What do I want to burn away? The year of the fire horse is powerful energy. So ask yourself, what beliefs am I ready to release? Maybe it's, my body is broken. It will never happen for me. I'm behind. I'm less than. Or maybe it's more subtle, like the need to explain yourself, the guilt for not feeling happy for others, or the constant self-blame. So write them down and then write, I release this belief. It is no longer my truth. Even if part of you still doubts it, let the fire begin its work. Step number 3. What do I want to ride toward? The horse moves forward. not recklessly, but purposefully. So ask yourself, what kind of woman, man, partner do I want to be this year, regardless of the outcome? How do I want to feel? What qualities do I want to embody? Maybe I want to feel calm, steady, self-respecting, open, brave, soft, or trusting. And here is something very important. Your fertility outcome is not the only possible source of meaning in 2026. Even if pregnancy is your deepest desire, you are still allowed to grow, to expand, to deepen relationships, to nourish your body, to rediscover joy. Life is not on hold, even when it feels like it. Step number 4. Write your affirmations. Not toxic positivity, not this will definitely be my year, but grounded affirmations. For example, I am allowed to hope gently. My worth is not measured by my fertility. I can hold both grief and possibility. I trust myself to navigate whatever comes. I deserve support. I am not alone in this. Choose perhaps 3 to 5 that resonate most with you. Write them at the end of your letter, and maybe read this letter again whenever it suits you. It can be on a daily basis. It can be as part of your weekly reflections. It can be once a month, or in 6 months, or at the end of this year. A new chapter doesn't have to be loud. We often think new chapters begin with fireworks, but sometimes they begin with a quiet decision. I will speak to myself differently this year. I will not abandon myself. I will soften the war inside me. That is fire too. And if you're feeling fragile right now, please know that fragility is not a failure. It's sensitivity, it's depth, it's being human. So this week, instead of resolutions, I invite you into reflection. Instead of pressure, into permission. Write your letter. Seal it. Keep it somewhere safe. And let the year of the fire horse not be about speed, but about courage. The courage to begin again. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening, especially if you're listening with a heavy heart. If this episode resonated, share it with someone who might need it. And as always, you don't have to do this journey alone. Until next time, take care of your heart, and I'm looking forward to see you next week again. Bye for now.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Fertility Counselor podcast. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. If you need support or have any questions, reach out to us via email at inquiries@counselingconnects.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Fertility Connects. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to learn more about us and the services we offer, head to www.fertilityconnects.com. And if you're looking for support beyond fertility, visit www.counselingconnects.com. Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.